Our company is basically founded on three principles: quality, communication, and deadlines. Quality, because we have to make sure that every house we rehab is defined, it's top line quality, everything is done, there aren't any corners cut. When you see a home that we've done, you know the Garcilazo group has done it. And most of our investors have some kind of uniformity that they like to use, so when you walk into one of their properties, you know who they are. So quality is very, very important. We have a lot of skilled tradesmen, but they have to understand that I'm coming in, the project manager's coming in, the investors are walking in anytime, and they're looking at the entire project, and they're going to be asking questions as to, is this going to be finished soon, or did you finish this millwork, or why is there base and shoe still missing here? All the while you know that it's going to get done, but you're always looking. You're looking for the details, because everything matters. It's all in the details. Now, communications. Communications is very, very important. We use Builder-Trend. With that system, all of our project managers, construction crews, and our investors and clients can log into this system at any time of the day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and they can see the communications. So the communications from the field to the office are very important, so we know when we're invoicing, we know how contracts are going, we know deadlines are being met, any problems that arise that our project managers are dealing with. So everybody is able and capable of putting notes into this system. We could also schedule when there's going to be inspections. We can schedule when the project's going to start, when it's going to end. We can schedule walk-ins, final punch lists, things of that nature, and our clients can actually visually see all that and maybe chime in. They're more than welcome to jump in on the communication. They can jump in on the conversation as well, and sometimes they do. Most of the time they stay out and they can just read and observe, and that's what they like to do, but every now and then you get a client that lets you jump in and ask questions, and they can send me messages directly via email, or they can send it via email through the system. All of this goes to our phone. There's an app that we use, and obviously I can access that from any property. So when our project managers go and visit a property, or they do a walkthrough, or they're going to put out a fire or whatnot, they then document that from their car on their phone, and that goes right to our system immediately. I get a ring, everybody in the office gets a ring on their phone, and it goes right to their email as well. Now we can set that up so that it's not always going to your phone or always going to your email or going to both. It's all role-based access control, so we can define who and what gets what responsibility, who has permissions to view what documents, because not everybody needs to view everything, correct? That's how it works, and that's how we keep that whole liability, and we keep the investors happy by staying a little bit under the radar. And the last thing is deadlines. Deadlines are key, because when we come in and we talk to an investor, we put together a budget and we help them put together a scope of work. And the deadline is so important because, again, this is real estate, and they're holding on to a property, and they're holding on, meaning they have holding fees. And there's money that's accruing on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, depending on the size and scope of the project. So we have to be very mindful of these deadlines. They're not just there because we want to be done in 3 weeks. They're there because there's an economical reason. Now, financially, we want to make sure that we're meeting the obligation of the contract. In a roundabout way, we're usually flipping properties in 3 weeks or less. That's pretty magnificent. I would say $50,000 rehab, we can flip in 3.5 weeks tops. And it goes on in those type of increments from that point on. We've done, the longest rehab we've ever taken was 3 months, and that was about a $275,000 rehab. There was delays in the very beginning with permits, but that happens, and that's why we have people in place to deal with those type of issues. They're very common, but they're very easy to rectify. That's all it is. So again, when you come to the Garcilazo group, that's the kind of thing you're going to look for. It's going to be the quality of the communication and the deadlines.